Hey guys, we're here at BLU, and we're going to be demonstrating the 110 hammer combo dies. I'm taking a 1-inch piece of 1084 round bar. We're going to forge a point, forge the bevels, forge the width, and we're going to make a chef's knife with an integral bolster, which I know everyone wants to learn how to do. So I'm going to show you. So the next stage, I'm not going to forge with the round side. I'm going to forge with the flat side. And I'm going to isolate. On a chef's knife, you have the heel, that's where the edge starts, and then you have the spine. So I'm going to isolate the spine, and you'll see it become, the next step will really look like a chef's knife. Go right here, that's the heel, this is the spine. Now we're starting to get more of what looks like a chef's knife. This is going to be the edge. This is the spine now. We have it isolated. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it underneath the hammer, and I'm going to refine the thickness of it. Okay? Once I've got the thickness worked out, I'll go back and work on the profile. So this is the profile, and that's the thickness. Maybe there are better words to describe this, but this is what I do. So profile is the width, the dimension, how you want it to look. Thickness is right here. I'm going to check that on this side. Thickness that I want to work from. So I'm going to forge as close as I can get. Now what I'm going to do is start working this edge out. So the edge is here. The edge is the curved side, not this side. That's the spine. This is the edge. On a chef's knife, this area right here where I'm touching with the hammer is called the heel. So now we'll refine that a little bit more on the hammer. Now if I wasn't running my mouth the whole time, we'd be done already. That's important. Now what I want to do is I'm going to start working the edge out so I can make that edge bevel. The edge bevel is the transition from the spine down to the edge. Very simply, it's an elongated triangle. I said ooh, because you can see the ooh spot, but that's not hard to fix. This is a great point to bring up when you screw up. A lot of people see someone working and go, oh, they never screw up, they never screw up. Yeah, I screw up all the time. If you do this for 30,000 hours, you're going to have a lot of screw ups, but you have to learn from the screw ups. So you have to figure out, how do I make that little spot that I've put in on the edge here, which I'm not going to stick my finger in. How do I fix that? So I can fix that with the hammer. This thing. Take the flat side of the end, the hammer, not hitting it hard at all, really just refining this. Okay, next step is refining. Here's the thickness that I want. Here's the profile that I want. Now what I have to do is bring that edge down right exactly where I want it to be. So I'll use the flat side of the hammer. This is what I like to call the planishing side, or the flat side. That may be a more proper term to use, but I have every advantage here. I have a flat face, and I have radiuses. Every corner I have a nice radius. So my anvil's cold, I can touch it. The problem I'm going to have here is this is going to want to pull the heat out. So I'm going to try and figure out, where do I want to work this on the anvil to retain the most amount of heat. I'm going to work from the point here. In the same spot. forging the same area. Now I can go back and get straight. So now I'm getting it closer to the thickness I want on the edge. I'm leaving where I want it on the spine. So this becomes a process of just refinement and adjusting the profile. I can take all the heat I have and drop it right here on the facing of the anvil and work across this way. I always think of that as like eating a sandwich and trying to shove the whole sandwich in my mouth and chewing it all up. It's very difficult. So what I did was I put the point and start forging the point. So the point here, now I'm forging the edge from the point and I'm feeding it in. Edge is down, spine is up. Now I'm profiling. You don't have a lot of time. The truth is we're almost done with this part concerning the blade. What I really want to do next is cut off cut the handle part off, start isolating the bolster. We're going to make a hidden tang. All of the straightening and refining I can begin to do later. A lot of people who have this idea, they think they're like a purist when it comes to forging. So, really can't do that unless you made your own steel, that you use charcoal, that you found the iron, you added the right amount of carbon to make the steel. So the point I'm getting at is the faster you can get at what you're imagining, you draw and you design, the better you are. So if you think you're a purist because you're using a hammer and an anvil, you're wrong. The more mechanical advantages that you have, the better you're going to get at this. The faster you can make, the more you can realize the dream, to be philosophical about this.